Love, light, and blessings. Shamanic White Priestess here. I'm recording from my phone, just kind of trying something new. Let's see how it works. But I basically wanted to upload this video real quick. It's basically my honest review of a deck that I've been having for a long time. I first saw it on Soul's Journeys channel, and in Kelly's Truth and Story as well. Those are the two main channels that I've ever seen this deck on. Watching it on Soul's Journeys channel really solidified, like, I wanted the deck when she did the walkthrough of it. And it's a deck that I've been working for a while with, so I wanted to give you guys my honest take on it and ratings and everything of that nature. And so I do have a walkthrough of this deck, so I'm going to link that to this video. This is a review, not a flip through. And it's the Arcana Tarot playing cards. Arcana Tarot playing cards. And I will try my best to, because this is an indie deck. I'm going to try my best to remember where I bought it from so I can link it and see. I'm going to also look up too to see if it's still available for sale. And if it is, I'm going to link the shop that you could get this from. It's the Arcana playing cards. Basically, for anyone that knows me, has been watching my channel for a while, I am someone who is obsessed with cartomancy. It's the first form of divination that I ever practiced prior to the Rider-Waite-Smith. I love Pamela Coleman Smith's tarot deck, and all the different types of clones and options and all of that, as you can see in my background. Okay, that's my favorite deck in the whole wide world. But before I discovered that deck, before I started working with that deck, because I didn't discover that deck till I was 25 years old, I was reading just regular playing cards, and I love reading playing cards. I am someone who loves cartomancy because it has a lot to do with placements and numerology and where the cards are facing and directional and all these kinds of things. So I love that system. It just really helps me to tap into my psychic abilities. So if I'm not using a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, then I'm using a deck of playing cards to read with, like a regular, any playing cards you could buy at the dollar store type thing. And I use them a lot too for my spirit court investigative readings or any type of channeled readings. That is what I just connect with the most when it comes to certain things. So I definitely do work with playing cards, and I love tarot. So this deck combines both tarot and cartomancy, which is what really drew me to it. It has all 22 cards, so the Fool to the World card. So all the major arcana, which is something that doesn't come in regular playing cards, are all illustrated, as you can see. So the major arcana is fully illustrated. It's in black and white. These are the backs, okay? And that's what drew me to it. But then at the same time, it has the regular playing cards, okay? You have red, and then you have the white cards, okay? There's different versions of this. I believe you can still get the one with the white background. I got the one with the dark background. The card stock is good. It's regular playing card stock, so it's nice and shuffleable. So for those of you guys that are rifle shufflers, this is going to work for you. Whole overhand shuffling as well. They are on the small side because they're on the regular size of playing cards. And I love that if you see in the corner there, it says like 7 of Pentacles there, and then you have the diamond. So even for those that are trying to learn cartomancy, it ties the things together, and things like that. I love this. I guess that's why I can read with a Marseille deck. I can read with non-illustrated decks as well, and I have used this since I've gotten it to do spirit court investigative readings, and they have been very accurate. Like, I get really beautiful channeled messages from this deck. I love that you have the jacks, which is the pages here, and you have your kings and not your pages, I'm sorry, your jacks are your knights, sorry. And then you also have your pages, so you have the full court cards. Those are also illustrated and everything like that. I love the illustrations. It's beautiful artwork in this deck. And yeah, it's a great reader for me. I completely love it. The cardstock is 5 out of 5 for me because I love thinner cardstock. It's cartomancy, and it's beautiful because it's like combines my love of tarot, and it's a very traditional deck, right? With my love of cartomancy. So like, hey, so I love that so much. It's like I said, it's just beautiful. I love it. It was affordable. Like, I didn't pay a lot for this deck at the time when I purchased it. And yes, it's gotten chipped over time because of how highly I use this. This is a working deck for me. I use it a lot, almost every single day. And I've been having it for a long time. I believe since like last year, before lockdown, okay? So maybe even as far as 2019. Between 2019 and 2020, I got this deck. So I've been having it for a while. And it's held up well, especially the way that I read with it. So cardstock, 5 out of 5 for me. If you are those that prefer to rifle shuffle, it's a rifle shuffler's dream because it shuffles beautifully. It's not too slippery. It's not glossy. Things like that. If you tend to like thicker cardstock, then maybe not the deck for you. It does hold up though. I didn't edge this at all. I didn't need to. Like, the chipping is not bad for the way that I use it. Like, yes, it's chipped, but this is like an old deck, like I said, and I use it all the time. So it's good quality. So 5 out of 5. Packaging, like, I like that it's in a tuck box. So I'll give it like 4.5 out of 5. I think for this deck is proper. And things like that. I would have loved if it came a little tarot bag though, to be honest. Maybe that would have given it a 5 then, because it is a smaller deck. So if you're someone who wants to keep something in like a tarot bag, it's a little harder to find tarot bags for like little smaller decks. It's good for traveling. I've taken this to travel with me. It has actually replaced me using plain cards, because then I tend to be drawn to this too. And it just reads well for me. So I connect with it. 5 out of 5 with my connection. Doesn't mean that it's going to be that way for you, but it does. And I highly recommend this. This deck was not given to me for free. I literally purchased it with my own money. So I literally purchased this deck with my own money. So it's not even like, this is not a sponsored video. This is my genuine, honest review. It is one of the decks that I connect to the most outside of Rider-Waite-Smith. If I'm not going to use a Rider-Waite-Smith or Rider-Waite-Smith clone for a reading, this is the deck I'm going to use. Channeling, I've getting regular, everyday, yes, no questions. Like, this is an all-around deck that pretty much covers everything for me personally. So I love it. Highly recommend it. 5 out of 5. I did the Conjure cards. I love them, but it's a completely different system. So I do use the guidebooks, because he reads cartomancy different than I do. And this one just, it correlates more, because to me, cartomancy is numerological. That's why when I transitioned from reading regular playing cards into tarot, it was easier for me, because I have positions and numerological correspondences and all of that. I kind of already knew that going into it. So when I started reading Rider-Waite-Smith, like, I learned Rider-Waite-Smith in a day, because I learned on this. And I saw that they had a lot of ties together, and a lot of things kind of gelled and vibed together. So yeah, so that's pretty much my review of the Arcana Tarot playing cards, okay? And I will try my best to link the shop where I got this deck from, if it's still readily available. 5 out of 5 and everything. So I love it. I really love it. I connect with it. Doesn't genuinely mean that's going to happen for you, but this is my personal experience with it. And this concludes episode 2. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I'm going to take decks that I already have, that I've worked with for a while, and give you guys my honest review. And I'm going to link the walkthrough, so if you guys are interested in seeing all the cards, I did make a previous video for that, so I didn't feel like doing that again. This one is just strictly a review. All right, much love, much light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're interested in a one-on-one reading with me, shamanic@workpriestess.com, shamanic@workpriestess.com. Bye.